Hey YouTube, sorry this is probably a little bit late. I'm just walking back from taking the Panda down, leaking diesel for some reason. So, bit of an impromptu one. This is a guitar I actually took up to Scott's last night for a What's in the Bag, but we ended up playing Skeletric. And when I took the Skeletrics out to the car and came back in here, he'd opened the case because he was too curious about what was in it. But there is no video. So this is an Ibanez Lonestar. My pal Ronnie's. It's awesome and really weird. So it's an acoustic. Well, it's plugged in, but it's not on. Yeah, it's got a piezo under the saddle here, which isn't that common for 1986, with a volume control. It's got a humbucker, a volume control, and then a tone. But it's a slightly funny tone pot. It's got a notch in the middle. Not 100% sure what that's doing. What I do like about it is, well, one of the things I like, it's got the, oh that's a lot heavier than I expected it to be. Can you do it without knocking in over? You can. So the pickup is the same one that's in this. The Ibanez IBZ something, and the knobs as well. Roadster, 86 Roadster knobs. So you've got that neck pickup in here, and the same plastic Roadster knobs. Also, you can see it's got one here. It's got the, well, if we do it that way, it's got the Ibanez headstock, which is quite early for it because obviously that being an RG, which is what you think, oh, it's an RG headstock. You didn't get, oh, this is what an RG headstock looked like in 86, because it's a Roadster. It wasn't until 87 that they had this. So this actually predates nearly all the Ibanez you've seen with this headstock, with the exception of the Destroyer. The Destroyer had this headstock at one point before 87. I think by 87 started, you get a lot, but they mostly had the sort of Roadster Blazer headstocks. Yeah, so as I said, this model, I looked it up and I found the catalogue. It's a LE520dv for dark violin. Yeah, so let's plug it in and see what it sounds like. So here's the piezo, just come through the orange amp. I don't have a PA set up around here. I haven't got my leg on the monitor. I wonder if it's the wrong pot that's in it. It doesn't seem to do anything above. That's it at half. But it's definitely a tone control. I wonder if that sound better played through. In fact, I'll play through the bass amp as well. Play through both at the same time. Alright, okay, yeah, it's a bit better, isn't it? Kind of weird looking at the pointy headstock, but it's an acoustic. The neck on it is it's actually not unlike what's in the Paul Gilbert. To be honest, that's 2mm thicker than a Wizard 2 neck. It's kind of like this. It's kind of got that slightly square thing that you get on a Wizard neck. The Paul Gilbert doesn't have it; it's a bit rounder, but yeah. Obviously, they've got the idea is you mix between the two. Well, it's just got half making it work like a bass, isn't it? It does say in the catalogue, because I've just read it there, for you can play bits that you would normally play with an electric guitar. It actually mentions it. My way of looking at this would be, oh, that's awesome. It means you've got the piezo, but to make, because it's sometimes quite brittle, you could just bring in a wee bit of this and that'll round it out, make it a bit more natural sounding. But no, according to the catalogue, it's so you can play bits that would normally be played on an electric guitar. So I'll just go for just that and just play. the rat pedal. One second. Yeah, it totally works amazing, doesn't it? It totally doesn't sound like or feel like an acoustic at all when you get the rat pedal on and you're playing it like that. Totally did not expect it. I wonder if it's got electric strings on it. Actually, I was saying it's needing a refret. I think my pal got this because I think it was getting chucked out from somewhere or something like that, because it was in for a refret, but the guy never paid for it and never got it done. So it just, because the frets are pretty much down to the bone, like under the B and the E strings, but when you get the rat pedal on, it's not too bad. You can play it. It's very, very well used though. It's, I mean, you're not really going to be able to see it. The light's really funny today. It's really, really scratched up. Like, I think this has been gigged for 20 years, sort of thing. I can totally see the situation where this is the perfect guitar for it. If you're like a singy songwritery cover bandy wedding guy or something like that, something like this where it does acoustic and electric dead easily. Maybe not 100% super electric or 100% super acoustic, but, and it doesn't have all, oh, you just use rigs. No, you get 2 volume controls, that's it. So you can turn on the acousticy one, or you put the electricy one and put an distortion pedal. Go for acousticy sound then, so for, I do have reverb on the amp there. Right there. Here, not wearing shoes. It's difficult to stomp with pedals. That's far too fast for doing that. There we go. Good, it really is. They were totally right. It's like I was kind of mocking it at the start there when I was saying, yeah, it's like, what, so you can just play electric parts. Totally just play electric parts on it, fine. I wonder how they managed to get the piezo to mix in with a, because it's not active, there's nothing in there. I went in to have a wee look, just scooshed the pots, the piezo wasn't working properly, bit of contact cleaner got it going. But it's actually got wee metal boxes, like shielding Faraday cages around each one, like wee square boxes, which I actually said to my pal about 3 weeks ago. It was, I can't remember which kind of guitar it was. It was a very similar idea. I've never seen that before inside an acoustic, where you get like shielding boxes round about the pots. Cool, not a cheap guitar, I wouldn't have thought. It might also be very rare. There's, Ronnie was looking up, he said something about there's only 500 of them ever made. That seems ridiculously low amount. I wonder why it never took off. Because why don't they still make it? Is it just, I mean, it's big, but it doesn't feel big. It's kind of, it's a weird one. Actually, it's very similar shape-wise to my Yamaha AEX. I've got a sort of, not really a jazz box. It's basically, this part is a solid centre block, and it's a full-on electric. It's just two humbuckers. It doesn't have the acoustic bit in it. But it's basically the same shape, pretty much in size. Oh, it's got a Tune-O-Matic bridge. I mean, amazing how well that. After all, these pickups that Gary Moore did do out in the fields, which I always say about that guitar, using the stock pickups in RG530. So okay, I'd imagine he was using the bridge pickup, but I mean the neck pickup is this one, so it's the one that Gary Moore used in out the fields. I think the tone control might be a bit fancier as well. It might, I mean, because it was in a Faraday cage, I didn't take it out or anything. I had to have a look at it, so I wonder if it's a bit more to it. See, it's got an indent in the middle. I wonder if it's like a tone control for half of it and the other half's some sort of high-pass filter. Can't decide whether that's doing anything or not. I don't think it is. It doesn't do anything on the piezo either, does it? Just between, I'm talking about the top. What it's meant to do, or if I'm just missing something. It just says in the brochure it's 2 volumes of a tone. So I mean, this thing is awesome. Absolutely love it. Definitely it's worth getting refretted. They're just a bit flat. To be honest, you kind of get away with it. It's just that wee bit. The fact that I know it's because it's like when you get a guitar like this, it's not really been set up. It's the frets are pretty knackered on it, and it's still really good. It's like, how good is it going to be when it's actually fixed up? It's going to be going to be absolutely stunning. I think this video's already going to be like, but I kind of fancy actually, since I've been putting bass on things, so I fancy putting a wee bit of bass in again, why not? I don't know why I'm enjoying putting the bass so much the last couple of weeks. I used to get a little bit louder there. Where's going? shite on it, don't bother with it. I'll give you 50 quid for it, just to get it out of your hair. Cheers! Oh God.